Andrew Perkins, thank you so much for joining us at the AGM. Would you be able to tell us a little bit about how the CAPPDT came together and what was the catalyst for forming it?
Thanks, Scarlett, and it's a pleasure. As a matter of fact, it started as the CAPDT. Our name was, our initials at least, were the same in the beginning as they are now, and the second P was slipped in about a year and a half after we started. So we were originally the Canadian Association of Pet Dog Trainers, and slipped in the professional. And then, as you know, we more recently kept the professional and slipped out the pet to go back to the 1P. But how it started was Ian Dunbar was doing a kind of a lecture tour, visiting Australia, US, UK, and Canada. And in all of the lectures, these were for trainers, not for consumers. And in all of the lectures, he called upon trainers to form associations in their respective countries. At the time, what he said was he was worried about potential government regulation, that somebody would come in as a third party and start telling us what we can and can't do. And if we could band together before that and be able to demonstrate that we were self-directional. He didn't actually use a word like regulating, but self-directional, that perhaps we would stave that off and we wouldn't have to be governed by something outside of us. So that was the original impetus. And I think the Canadians were the first to declare. We were just a couple of months ahead of the US APDT in declaring our existence. One of my favorite stories to come out of our conferences was a very personal experience, and it was at a conference we ran where Torrid Rugas was a speaker. This is another thing I'm very proud of, I meant to mention, was we put on great conferences. And we did it as a team, but one of the years I was the leader of that team, and I was really proud of that conference we put on. I got Roger Mugford to come, and Jean Donaldson spoke. I had the names laid out here and they're gone. But anyway, conference was another thing I thought was really pride-worthy that our association accomplished. But anyway, at one of those conferences, I had just heard Torrid Rugas speak, I think in the morning, about calming signals, which is what she always speaks about. And watched some video that she gave us of the different calming signals and so on. And I was the chairperson at the conference. I had to introduce speakers and thank them when they were done and take care of the transition talk. So now it's dark in the theater and there's some people with dogs at their feet. And I've got to creep up to the side of the stage because the current speaker is coming to a finish, and I got to be able to walk on, thank them, and introduce the next speaker. And I'm going up through this darkened theater, and I trip on, I'm going to say it was a Malinois or a Tervuren, can't remember now, but a big short trigger kind of a dog. And he went off like a cannon when I tripped on him in the dark. And fortunately, his handler was a pro and already had the leash ready to restrain him, and everything was fine. But I get up to the side of the stage, and I'm waiting in the wings in the dark, and I look down into the audience, and there is this fella now on his feet, and he is laser focused on me, watching me in the wings, like no wavering. And I thought back to the presentation I'd watched this morning, and I just looked a little down and to my left and licked my upper lip like I'd seen them do in the video. And son of a gun, didn't this dog lick his lip and lie down and take his eyes off?
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So applicable, and just that you were able to use it so quickly and in that situation.
One of the most exciting moments of learning I've had in 30 years of dog training. Maybe the most exciting.
That's incredible. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Andrew. Well, I do have one other thing to share with you today, and that is my congratulations because you are the newest lifetime member of the CAPDT. Congratulations, Andrew. Thank you so much for being a part of it from the very, very beginning.
That this is my wife, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine. I think Catherine has a surprise for you.
You do this? Oh my God.
Congratulations. Oh.
I'm very moved.
Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, we really wanted this we wanted you to have this reaction, so I'm very glad that you are happy with your plaque and your new lifetime membership.
Thank you so much. I'm very honored by that.
It's our pleasure. Thank you so much for contributing to the Canadian Association of Professional Dog Trainers for 30 years and hopefully another 30 yet to come.
Oh gosh. Here's hoping.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you. It has been a pleasure to have you with the association, and we are happy to have you for as long as you'd like to continue with the association.
Thank you. Thank you, board. Thanks, everybody.
Happy training. Thanks a lot. Okay. Bye-bye.